a show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak. You better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night. 'Cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and it is December the 31st, the last day of the year.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't we just do this to bring in 2025?
It has been one of the fastest years of my life that I can remember. What the old folks used to say, and I think we've all turned into the old folks, it'll get faster when you get older. Boy, it's a freight train coming. Boogie there, boogie there.
Well, when you were a kid, it was like, I can't wait till my birthday. I can't wait. And it just takes forever. Like watching a clock you look at.
Yeah.
Christmas. I want Christmas. Well, now we're the ones having to pay for all that crap. So every month, that mailbox is full of bills. Yeah, Christmas is coming quicker. All the birthdays are coming in.
Yeah.
So,
Odie, don't lie. You get one of them checks out the mailbox, don't you?
I do, and they say, please go cash this to borrow some money from us, and I rip that dude up. About the only thing I can get.
Sheriff Anthony Chancellor joining us all the way from Clark. Are you here to arrest somebody? Y'all doing a raid? What's up?
Yeah, well, I had to call Sheriff Calhoun this morning early and get permission to ride up here. So,
was he awake?
He told me it would be all right. He said he's used to Scotty Ray waking him up early in the morning anyway.
Yeah, I give war to usually about 4:40, and then that's when I start bugging the poor man to waking him up. Hey, can you explain this?
Well, he gets paid to answer the phone early, don't he?
I bet he would argue with you on that.
I know he would.
we were tracking things to the day. We've had a big year, and I know your department have you come up with your? I'm putting you on the spot.
That's quite all right. Go ahead.
Have you got? Because I've got numbers. I finally done my arithmetic.
And
I double checked it with somebody to make sure I'm right. Have you got numbers of? From the top of your head, you know how many arrests y'all made? Numbers wise, did y'all have any murders in Clark?
2025, we did not.
Isn't that a good thing to say?
That is a good thing to say. However, my deputies, they run an average of 7 calls per shift, and that's normally 2 to 3 deputies working 700 square miles.
I've heard them talking about how'd that Billy go get up in that house? I gotta go get it. Things do happen, don't they?
Yeah, things happen, but we're fortunate, major crime, violent crime, and property crime is down significantly. However, that doesn't take out, your routine calls for service. However, no call is routine.
Yeah, and sometimes they're funny. But, as you said, 0 homicides in the county, and you can do that for Lauderdale County as well. Now, the only thing that I have not gotten the numbers on, and I'll get it, I think, Odie, you may know from the top of your head, it's hard to remember over a year, we have had 2 to 3 deaths at the prison at Lost Gap. That's not, the county does not investigate that, but boy, you have to really, really stay on that because so little information comes out. And although it is state funded in some shape, form, or way, they're paying for those inmates to be there, they give you very little information, and you can never find out who to call to get the correct information. But there has been several deaths there outside of that, but we've got the numbers for the city of Meridian coming up. But the county had a pretty good year. We'll go over some of these big things that happened this year. My, it just flies by.
It does. It does fly by. But a lot of that has to do with proactive patrol and visibility.
Yeah.
You want to do everything you can to try to prevent these things from going on, and you just have to motivate your guys to go to work.
What would you say, guessing here, and you may know from the top here, what would you say the biggest event in Clark County was in 25? Was it Christmas parade?
Oh, them blasted monkeys! And that wasn't even in Clark County.
Clark County.
That was in Jasper County.
That was quick, Odie.
No, if Randy Johnson's watching this right now from Jasper County, his blood pressure is slowly creeping up.
Right? I thought you were going to have a lapel pin with a monkey on it.
I doubt he's watching it. He don't really care for me, Anthony. He ain't watching us.
But that would. To think back, over the past year, we've had a good bit go on, but nothing
Right.
just stands out.
I was trying
as
to
a major
think
event.
of Clark County. No, that was the year before. So yeah, it's been a very
Yeah, it has.
very.
But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to the folks who enjoy the drama and enjoy the issues, that's not a good thing. But the fact of the matter is, your hard-working, normal, everyday citizen of Clark County, I believe, appreciates.
Oh, absolutely,
that right
they
there.
do.
And that doesn't mean we don't have things that go on. We have your calls for service and such as that, and things that happen. But at the end of the day, we try to keep everything on an even keel.
That's right. Every town has its issues. It's going to be Bob that every police department knows because there's 200 calls from the neighbors going, he's at it again. He's been drinking.
That's right.
Somebody come make him hush.
What's his name? Steve. I know my rights. Y'all seen that?
I have forgotten about him. Is he still making those little videos?
I don't know if he is or not, but that's hilarious.
What was he-
Steve, pull the thing over. What
Driving
are you doing?
the lift down the middle of the road?
Yeah,
Oh,
he goes to lift it up. Come down. I'm not coming down.
And what was the old girl? I mean, you may have dated somebody that looked like her. You know,
Don't.
back
It's probably not a good topic for me.
But in your younger years, the old girl that was doing the videos there to where the cops would pull up to her window and she'd grab him by the thing and say, "We're going outside tonight."
Oh yeah.
What was her name?
You know what I think? I can't remember her name, but I think that her and that cop, that guy, I think that they might
Do something.
actually be in a relationship.
Oh.
but
She's
I've seen those
hilarious.
videos. They are pretty funny. They're
Where-
very funny.
where the
I
guy
thought you were
pulls-
about to mention a particular individual who. Anyway, it's in the middle of Highway 514 at least once a week. I know you are thinking
we
about
got
that.
one
You
them
hear it on
too.
the call.
Did
You
you
know.
see the one where he's got somebody riding in the cop car with him, and the guy pulls somebody over speeding, and he goes, just let him go. Why? And he comes up to the window. It's her. And she-
That's her. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I've seen those videos. I forget that guy's name, but he's pretty well known.
Yeah. And it has been a lot of people that have done well at these little skits and things that bring entertainment to the home. It is.
Well, yeah,
it's
there's
good.
a cop and his wife, and they have this thing, and I wouldn't want to clean up, but they have balloons full of shaving cream or something, and they're steadily trying to pop it on top of each other. He's pretty good at it. Now, she gets him, too, but then they got confetti bombs that go off. They make a mess in this house. I'm sure they're making enough money to hire
What we're
somebody.
getting here, Anthony, is ain't a lot goes on at their house at night. They're watching.
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess.
Good morning to
Oh, wait a
everyone.
minute.
What is it?
They did have something in 2025.
What'd they have?
They had those roosters that got kidnapped.
Oh yeah. Was that in 25, or did you have the
That was in
great roost-
2024.
Oh, okay.
That was
in
Enterprise,
2024.
Mississippi.
That was 2024. Yeah, those roosters about got me in a bind with David Snowden. David Snowden, I'm sure you're not watching this right now, but
Done took them out of town.
it is hard to believe it. You've been in office
2 years.
Wow.
Tonight at 11:59, we'll complete 2 years in office. It's been pretty interesting. It's been good. We've done, I believe, our department has made strides.
Yeah.
And done great things, in my opinion. I've got a list here that I could go on for the next 5 minutes of the improvements that we made in the office. But I will hit on one thing: our recruitment and our retention is better than most.
That's great.
I have people, we try to start everybody out in the jail unless they're prior certified, but we have only had 2 sworn employees to leave the Clark County Sheriff's Office to go to another agency since I took office in 2 years. And I take pride in that.
That's good. That's good.
That's a
Take
huge
pride in that.
thing. That's huge.
We all do. I mean, the people that work for us, the people that work in Clark County, they care about their county. They care about what they do, and they enjoy their job. So, but we have a good board of supervisors there as well, and they have been nothing but supportive of us and our efforts.
Well, yeah,
Improving
they've
that
been
office.
real good. I know about giving raises to where
Yes.
there are countless counties and sheriffs that are watching right now going, how'd you get that? We didn't get it. I hear it from Neshoba County. You see it in Lauderdale County to where the deputies do need a raise.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make somebody mad about what I'm fixing to say. There's a lot of people that will make the comments when Sheriff's Department asks for a raise for their guys. Well, what are we going to do with these guys over here? They need to make the same thing the sheriff's deputies do.
No.
You don't get shot at doing the other jobs. A deputy is different than anything that goes on in a county because your life is really on the line. Now, you can get hurt doing anything, but a deputy, that's a special calling there, and people come after them.
Your chances of going home being an officer is lower than any other job.
Yeah.
Not any other job out there, but any job that you're going to see here.
Yeah, any officer that reports to duty could not go home at night. And most jobs don't have that. And they should be paid a little bit more because it's a higher risk. Am I right?
That's exactly right. Because the fact of the matter is, I made the statement earlier about routine calls for service. I try not to use that word. None of us do, because some of the more dangerous situations that I've been in
was routine.
Was something that was not supposed to go that way, and you never know how it's going to turn out. You never know. You have to be prepared for anything, and the stress that goes along with that, and the job of I like to call him a dirt road deputy sheriff in the state of Mississippi is tough.
It is.
It's tough.
Everything you do is unknown.
That's exactly right, and people expect you to. We have to make split-second decisions. We don't have the luxury of certainties. We don't have the luxury of time to sit around and think and how we should do this. And how we
So
should do
you
that.
can't
We have to
armchair
do it
quarterback.
just like that.
You can't armchair quarterback
But
before
by
you react.
God, I tell you what, you can get armchair quarterback quicker than anything else in this profession than any other one. But the fact of the matter is, those same people who like to do that are probably the ones who are too scared to check in their own backyard when they think they hear something in the middle of the night, and they call us.
And that does happen.
But here's the thing. If you really want an armchair quarterback, best thing you can do is to go and join a reserve. I know Meridian's got it. The Sheriff's Department doesn't, but Meridian do. Go down there and say, hey, I would like to help and see firsthand what goes on. And they won't. Mm-hmm. They will not go down there and participate.
Yep.
But yet they want an armchair quarterback. Anything that a professional does. Besides the low pay, we all know every officer out there gets low pay. To have a camera in your face every single time you get out of that car, and not to present your good side.
Mm-hmm.
I get out of a camera with it everywhere I go, Odie.
You do.
But it's just like anything else.
Everybody leaves your camera.
It's just like anything else. You can manipulate it. Anything can be manipulated.
Yes.
And you have certain professionals, or claim to be professionals, who are in your line of work. Some will manipulate certain situations for personal reasons, or what have you, or if they're wanting to throw shade in a certain direction, they'll do it. So, but the fact of the matter is, Scotty Ray's not like that, so we appreciate that. I don't have any dealings with anyone who is, so I can't say that I can.
But you've heard of it.
But I've heard of it. But I don't. Every media outlet that I deal with, I do not have that issue.
We keep it as straight down the middle as it can go. If it didn't happen, we're not going to say it. And sometimes it's you and I talked about this the other day. I called Anthony, was asking about something. He was unsure if something really happened. And if you're unsure, then leave it out until you know. And that's your best policy to do. And then if you make a mistake, say I made a mistake. Don't try to cover it up. Just say, hey, it was early into the investigation. This is what we were told, and we found out, well, it was different.
That's right.
It's like everybody thought that there was 3 monkeys missing. It looks like now we might have been 4.
Hey, speaking of,
I have been saying since the day
we were out there.
There was another monkey out there, and on top of that, it's a 3-legged monkey. It is. As crazy as it sounds. I've been telling we have been talking. That monkey has become an urban legend around Enterprise. And I'm telling you, he's still out there, and he ain't got but 3 legs on top of that.
He's quick.
I named him Mowgli.
Mowgli,
the 3-legged monkey.
We'll be right back. Those LS tractors are rolling in to Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 in Cicalina. Keith and the gang will have a LS tractor that fits your needs, from a professional end of it, or maybe it's just deer plots that you need a tractor for. Starting at a 26 horsepower, 40 horsepower, or even larger. Don't forget to ask about that 0% financing as well. Parts, a new tractor, or a tall tale? Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Call them at 626-8759. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. The Scotty Ray Report studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
Speaking of Greg was supposed to be here this morning, and
Nobody with a broom picked him up.
no, they didn't. She's flying in Friday. She'll be back. But Greg's probably biggest day of the year is going to be happening a little bit later. Yeah, this is it. Midnight, the stroke of that will bring in the new year, and a lot of people will celebrate with luminaries, I guess is the word to say there.
Luminary everywhere.
Yes, sirree. Happy New Year. We do appreciate all those Happy New Years. It is always fun to hear those, and we do hope it's a better year.
Definitely.
Without a doubt. Let me go over here. Let me see if I can find this. I want national headlines as we look at some of these big stories that shook America. Does anybody now even remember the L.A. wildfires? That was a huge story for the year.
It burnt a whole city.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Back in January, and this is January 29th is when it happened. Do you remember when the plane crashed and 64 souls were lost? Mm-hmm. It was with a military helicopter. That was a big story there then.
Yeah, there for a while there were several plane crashes.
Yeah, it was. I think it was three.
3 in a row. Yeah.
3 in a row. And then we would have that big one there. The next big thing, golly, I love this guy. Gene Hackman passed away this year. That was another big.
Him and his wife both.
And did they ever really tell us how long that they were deceased before they were found?
4 or 5 days, I think.
It was a while.
Something.
It was a while.
Yeah.
It was the description. They were being very conservative with their description of.
Gene Hackman, man, he was just a he good guy. I liked him a lot.
What's your favorite movie Gene Hackman played in?
Oh, that one where he was the head of the
CIA or whatever.
No. He was the head of the ship behind enemy lines.
That was a good one.
Him and what's that? The guy that was in High Noon, Shanghai Noon, Owen.
Yeah,
the blonde-headed character.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. He was behind enemy lines, and he put his leadership on the line to go save the boy. And he lost it, but he saved the boy's life, done the right thing. He's had so many Enemy of the State.
He had a lot of good movies. He was a good actor.
He really is.
He really was.
What was the one, Lust in the Dust, or what was that? Where the shootout had that woman in it there.
I remember that one.
I remember. Yes, y'all do. Where he was the greatest shot, and they do the contest in the street.
Oh, you're talking about
what is that?
The Quick and the Dead.
The Quick and the Dead.
Yeah.
Yep, because you had Leonardo DiCaprio played his son in it. And what was the female's name that was in the movie?
She's pretty though.
What was her name? What's her name?
I can't think of it. But she's a pretty girl.
But he was he played a good part. And
he's done so many other different. Hoosiers, didn't he do that?
Hoosiers, Welcome to Mooseport, where he was the retired president running for mayor.
Yeah, it sure was.
He was a very, very good actor.
Oh, he even, if y'all remember, many moons ago, he played Lex Luthor.
I was just thinking the original Superman.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the original movie Superman.
78 with Christopher Reeve.
He also played in The Firm with Tom.
That was
The
Sharon
Firm
Stone. We're getting it.
Sharon Stone. That was who it was.
That was her. But the one. What was the attorney that sat across from him?
What was The Firm was the movie, and it was with good gosh, Tom Cruise.
Crimson
Didn't
Tide.
he played with Alabama? I mean, Crimson Tide with Denzel.
Did he play in Rain Man? Was he in that?
I
don't
can't
know if
remember.
he's in Rain Man.
I haven't seen
don't
Rain
think
Man in a
so.
while.
Unforgiven, boy, that was good.
Unforgiven.
And he was in a lot of Clint Eastwood movies there. But that Unforgiven, that you want to talk about a good way. Clint Eastwood just knows how to make one. And he's, what, 95-ish?
Yeah.
Gene Hackman, of course, was about that age. And just when he got out of the limelight, he went
did that.
secluded. He done a
That
Johnny
happens.
Carson on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what else. Karen Reed trial, that was one of the big things there. Let's see what else happened. The Texas flooding was another big thing this year.
Man.
Yeah, that was bad. Where all those children, all the kids died.
God bless them.
You know, this was a couple of years ago, but they had that huge Texas flood, and everybody knew that chances are they were probably going to get flooded around their house. And this guy started doing some research.
Yeah, I know the story you're talking about.
And so he drove from Texas to Louisiana, just right next door, and bought this liquid dam, a water dam. And I think it was like 5-foot tube
It's like a little blow-up
that
thing.
he stretched around his yard and filled it up with water. So now this thing completely sealed all the way around his house. It ended up costing him like $5,000 or $8,000. But every house in his neighborhood got flooded except his.
So it worked.
His was dry
Wow.
as a bone. So he went to his insurance company and said, "Hey, can I get a reimbursement, $5,000-$6,000, whatever it was, because of me saving my house?" And they said, "No, we don't pay for those. We would have gave you $300,000 for your house, but we're not going to give you $5,000 for saving your home." But I mean, he put this thing all around. Everybody laughed at him and ha ha ha, and then everybody swam to his house.
Everybody thought he was crazy, kind of like Noah when he started building that ark.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember the Idaho cases of the 4 people that were in college that were killed? Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
It was in a backyard.
No,
It was in a dorm,
room.
like an apartment.
Brian, the guy
that
went
this
to.
year?
Well, his trial was this
His
year.
trial was this year. Okay.
That happened probably last year because it takes a couple of years to
That's
get in
right,
there. But
that's
Brian Koberger is his name. And, it was the beautiful girl was one of those. And, one of them was asleep in the bed, didn't know what was happening. Odie still got that blank like he hadn't quite.
Yeah, I hadn't pinpointed that one yet.
Puff Daddy's trial this year, where he went off to trial, was a big one there and got a lot of response.
Yeah.
The dad, you remember the guy that was accused of killing his girlfriend, went off into the wilderness? They were
yeah.
His name was Travis Decker. That was another big story this year. Does that ring a bell with you yet? You got that look?
Yeah.
He was in
that
the
the one out
mountains.
west? Were they out west?
Yeah, out west.
I do remember that.
And they had been stopped by, and they got body cam footage
That's
of an
right.
argument.
Yes, I remember that one now. Yeah.
Let's see what else. The Menendez brothers, where they tried to get out of jail. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
thank goodness they
That
did
was a
not
big
let
deal.
them out. Yeah.
That was the Netflix. Is it
Yep.
this year that the Netflix show came out?
It came out right before they went to trial.
Yeah, that
So
was-
you refreshed a lot of memories on what them two characters did.
Yeah, I bet them jokers were not happy about
No,
that.
no.
Just saying. I bet that was pretty
Now,
bad time.
this almost, and maybe it's just because we have so many news stories, but this almost seems like a year ago at this point. But it was only September. Charlie Kirk was killed in
Yes,
September
Charlie Kirk.
this year. That was a big one.
All right, we got to go back because we missed a movie
What?
for Gene Hackman. Y'all remember this? Secondhand Lines.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Man.
He and Robert Duvall. No,
No, yeah.
Was it Robert Duvall that
Yeah.
played with him, or was it somebody else?
That was not. That was not Gene Hackman.
Well, we can look it up.
That's not Gene Hackman unless he had a cameo in it.
Wait a
That's
minute.
not him.
He played in Mississippi Burning
Yeah.
Yeah.
as an FBI agent.
All right, Robert Duvall and his brother. Who was Robert's brother in
Yeah,
there?
it wasn't him. I can see the little guy.
Yeah,
But now that you say that, I can't picture.
I jumped right on that one like I knew what I was
I
talking
want
about.
to go. I want to go back. And
You got it
see
looked
that.
up, or
That
I
was
need
a
it.
Good
I'm
movie.
pulling it up right now.
He looked.
Michael Caine. That's him.
Yeah.
That's
Michael
him. That's
Caine
right.
and
That's
Robert
right.
Duvall.
Michael Caine, not him. All right.
Oh, do you
Oops.
fall for anything?
Well, I mean,
Well,
you know,
I fell for it too. I was
we
like,
have
yeah.
some
I was
smart
over there, I was like-
listeners,
I
and
was
I
like,
just
But I'm telling you this, and everybody in this room will probably tell you, if you have never seen Secondhand Lines, rent it, download it, whatever.
Buy it, do what you got to do.
Where he goes into that bar and those teenagers try to jump on him, and he whoops all of them.
And he just sat there with a Coke on.
And he had just gotten out of the hospital. You sure you have? Oh, yeah.
I don't need
This is not the way you hold that. I loved it. The next big story would roll in December as Rob Reiner at the beginning of this month.
His demise.
Now, there's a ton of other stories. Me and Dylan Ray were going over it last night at supper of just the different stories that impacted America and how people would follow it, and then interest would be lost in it. It was real good stuff there.
Charlie Kirk was definitely a big one. Charlie Kirk, huge.
Yeah.
That's a
And I really think
it's a tragedy.
He would have went on to become probably huge politically, and maybe even president one day.
Could have.
That really. I remember I was over in Jackson that day whenever that happened, and it was just. I mean, to be a guy that just invited conversation
On anything.
On whatever.
It didn't matter. He was good with anything.
And unfortunately, that we have certain groups in this nation that if you disagree with them, then they take it very offensively.
Well, they can't support what their thought is. Mm-hmm. So if they silence your thought, they won't have to deal with it.
It's like, well, if you're not with us, you are against us.
Yeah.
And
but look what it did to Turning Point USA. Mm-hmm. They are in a majority of the schools out there. Mm-hmm. Millions of new teenagers.
Well, it brought forth
joined.
And it brought light to a lot of just flat out ignorance.
Yeah.
And, and the word ignorant means simply not knowing. Right. I do not say that in a derogatory way.
Yeah.
But it brought forth a lot of ignorance.
The main thing in life, if you truly don't know, and I'll tell you when I don't know something, every now and then everybody makes a mistake, but if you don't know, I honestly don't know the answer to this.
Let me I was ignorant to a while ago. You mentioned something about some movie with the something, however as you put it.
The good bad, lust in the dust.
Yeah.
Lust in the dust. Wait a minute. I'm going to find out who was in that. That was a good Western movie. It was not dirty either. Hang on here. I'm going to look this up.
I'm going to drink a cup of coffee.
Lust in the Dust.
We might need to check Scotty Ray's coffee over there. Yeah. It ain't even at 7:30 yet over there.
It was a Western here. Here it is. Wikipedia. Let's find out what it says about this. No, that's 1946. That's the wrong one.
That's not the one you need. Shut up.
You're going
Western.
You're going to upload a virus in a minute and shut the whole thing down. You word it just right.
Y'all don't go look this up.
Yeah.
Now I can't find it.
That's because it doesn't exist, Scotty Ray.
There's one in 1984.
It doesn't exist.
Where is it?
Right there.
Where at?
Right there.
1984. I hope this is the right one. Paul Bartel. They're showing some dance. It's a comedy.
Is this something like Blazing Saddles or something? What is it?
Best I remember.
Look, Blazing Saddles.
You can't beat that. That's the funniest movie.
It picked on everybody. And then he turned around and done that also with Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch that?
What was it called?
Men in Tights.
Yeah. Men in Tights. And then what's his name? Mel Brooks, if you remember when he was going to show them the latest craze of the chopper. And that, whoop, that got a line.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the blind guy, remember him at the castle where they repoed the castle? He was still in the restroom when they pulled the... Blinken, wasn't that his name?
Blinken.
That is some of the funniest stuff. Mel Brooks had a sense of humor about him that no one else had. Men in Tights.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Remember her chastity belt that she had that couldn't find the key?
Oh, yeah, that big padlock on it.
Oh, have mercy. We'll be right back.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Well, I got a stain on my
Colton, that's pretty good right there.
You don't wash the inside of a coffee cup. You rinse it out, but you don't wash the inside of a coffee cup.
It's stained down in there. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
how he got over COVID. He didn't need the COVID shot.
Right.
Now, and you can attest,
measles or whatever it is that's broke out.
Anthony, you and Todd could probably attest to this better than anybody else. But one of the last few times I was at your office and Barry was there, he was still walking around with his Super Stop cup from 1994.
Oh, yeah. Barry kept that cup with him, and you mentioned that was, Barry passed in 2025, and that was a huge hit.
It was. But I can, to this day, I think of Barry and I laugh most of the time.
I try to pick up the phone all the time. The other night something happened, and I picked up the phone, tried to call him and tell him about it.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, I'll try to text him or I'll try to call him. You just get, he was he was one of my best friends for 20
And you
years.
retired the uniforms that he brought into the department, and you retired those uniforms.
That was the last day that we wore that brown and taupe uniform, was the day that we buried Barry White, and we buried him in that uniform.
And I don't want y'all to take this wrong by any means, because I mean the utmost respect for Barry. But when we were taking him to the cemetery and we were carrying him there, I had a grin on my face because it was all good memories of the story, and I was cackling in my head as we toted him.
You could hear him talking about, "You better not drop me."
He was just a funny person.
He was a good dude.
Speaking of funny things, going back to Men in Tights, I can still see him wearing them green tights. Do you remember where they come up on the creek bed and they were going to fight over crossing the creek? And I can't remember the black guy's name. He goes, "Look, you can jump in, you can jump out." Ain't no reason to fight. Those movies absolutely had to be fun making. It did.
I still like Colton Tinsley's comment up there. When he said, "What are you doing, Blake?" And I'm guessing nobody's coming.
They had him on lookout.
He's on lookout. You're blinking the blind watchman.
And remember the poor horse where what's her name with the princess, where she was going to jump out the window onto the horse, and the horse it saw her coming and he moved.
Well, they tried to hang a horse in Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
That's where I thought you was going with that.
What was the bigger guy in Blazing Saddles? That was kind of like the foreman, wore the black vest.
And he had
the executioner.
The executioner. Yeah.
I don't remember who.
What's his name? I know he's been in so many westerns.
But he talked funny and everything. Yeah, like he was some medieval execution.
Do you remember the toll booth they set up? You could ride around it.
But they had lined up to go through it.
And then they had the line there of signing up to a bad guy sign up, and you had to list what you had done bad. it makes me laugh out loud. We did have a small accident last night, and when I say small, it was small. On 22nd Avenue there at 9th Street, a fender bender happened last night. It wasn't a lot of these that went on yesterday. We even had a log across the road early this morning up by NAS on Rabbit Road. But
those
again,
will get you right there.
It didn't take much to push that one down.
Come around a curve and you just can't get away from it.
Yeah.
We did have a water line break yesterday afternoon in Meridian. These two guys were the last on site. I come along and it was cold, let me tell you.
And they're playing in water.
Yeah. A big thank you to Meridian Public Works. There's what they do behind the scenes. It was shooting as high as the EMBDC building at one point, and I know a lot of you saw that.
Yeah.
So playing in water is not fun at night. And
Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens, that's it. I like me some Slim Pickens. He was in that voice that he had.
Yeah.
What an off subject. Do you remember the guy that was in westerns that had the eye that was
the wandering eye.
Yeah, had that wandering eye. He was in he was in James Garner's Support Your Local Sheriff. I remember him being in there, and he had that eye that he couldn't look straight at you. It was
this is a Todd Kemp moment right here. He's supposed to come through on that. We don't need no.
Yeah, Todd does know all that kind of stuff, and I just can't remember what his name was. But everybody remembers Jack. There he is, Jackie.
There he is. I told you Todd Kemp would know it.
He was another one of those good actors. There ain't nothing you can pull on him.
Nope, not a thing in this world. Not a thing in this world.
We appreciate that, Todd. Look at here, everybody knows.
Everybody, look at here. But let me get on there and type that in real quick, make it look like I know. let me
Bob just says, yeah, that's him.
That's him. Yeah, that's right. Yep, Jack.
But, he was one of those, if you were to show up at a movie producer place today, they'd go, oh, well, you're not handsome, you can't. But he was just your normal looking, there's something wrong with him guy that fit perfect in the movies.
Yeah. You can't.
I don't know how in the world we ended up talking about all these movies.
I don't either.
I mean, we can sit up in here and talk about anything in this world, and we fool around and end up talking about movies and
because it makes us smile.
Blazing Saddles and
I love that.
And 2025 has flown by,
and we are another year older, folks.
My gracious alive, it has flown by.
After Dr. Playback told me I was fat a few weeks ago, I'm gonna go on a diet.
It took
I heard that. I heard they were getting Scotty Ray a special menu down there at the It's gonna do a fruit platter, a fruit quesadilla.
And I put on a little weight. I ain't gonna lie, because food is the older you get, food becomes like your focus.
Important.
It's the most whatever goes up. Oh, wait a minute, we got to eat. Stop.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Where are you gonna eat?
I'll tell you this. Christmas Day, I got in a foot chase.
Yeah. Who won?
Who won?
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to ask that part of it. No, but I did lose a guy. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Herman McCarty, you out there watching.
He was quick.
Turn yourself in, Herman. You know we need you. We want you. You outrun me that time. You ain't
gonna get you.
We got any Olympian stars out there that ran track, we got a place for you in the Clark County Sheriff's Department.
That's right.
Some people can run.
They can, especially whenever they got to jump on you and you got to get out of your car. And they already out of the car.
Oh, that's right. They're already in a trot there.
That's exactly right. But anyway, I wasn't nowhere near prepared for a foot chase that day, foot race.
You didn't have your running
Christmas
shoes
Day.
on,
My deputies, I had 3 deputies get tied up on one call way across the county. So I came out to catch a call and ended up in a foot chase and wasn't expecting it. But anyway, that's just the way. That's how things just go.
It is.
Sometimes you can't catch them all. You can't
quick
catch
enough.
Them all. And it's just business.
Well, he was running fast. He said when the sheriff's got to come out on Christmas Day to chase you, he ain't catching me today.
I forget what video I saw, and the guy really should have been in the NFL. He was a cop. I forget. The guy was a quarter mile ahead of him, and he just.
That video.
You know what I'm talking about?
The helicopter was sitting there filming it, and he just run past 2 or 3 of them.
He passed. There was like 8 cops in a chase, and they've been way ahead of him. He started at the back and passed everybody. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah, he did cause cross country.
That was probably me back in the day.
Back in the day.
That was part of me about 15 years ago, 10 years ago.
When the helicopter was filming it.
Speaking of being, how do you? And this is one of those questions. And if you feel that you shouldn't answer it, don't answer it. But what's his name that this took over the military, and they've changed it to the Department of War. Pete.
Pete
Where he basically said, if you're out of shape, then we don't need you anymore in the military. There's a lot of, not knocking nobody, but there's a lot of folks you get behind a desk, and after a few years, you got knowledge, but I don't know how well you could physically do. Do you agree with that, or do you think they ought to relook at that?
I agree to that to a certain extent.
Because knowledge you cannot replace.
That's exactly right, and it goes back to, I actually sit on the board of standards and training for the state of Mississippi, and we have prerequisites and requirements that they have to do. These guys have to go through to get in the police academy and to graduate the police academy. But while you're in the police academy or patrol school or whatever that you're in, they encourage you to stay in shape. However, there are some departments that that they incentivize.
Now, for us folks that live in southern Lauderdale County, could you explain that word?
What they do is you're so crazy. I may have said that word wrong.
No,
but
you said
they
it right.
they give you an incentive. They make you want to stay in shape. Like they might, there are some agencies that you might get an increase in pay for passing a PT test at a certain, dependent based on the parameters or whatever.
Right.
Go to work or go work out while you're on the clock.
That too, and that's something that I do. I allow my officers or my deputies so long in the gym per week while they're on duty. However, that does not mean that they become derelict by any stretch of the imagination. They do their job. They still have to answer their calls. But I do encourage them to stay in shape, especially the ones who are working the road and all that good stuff. Well, which I need to get out and do a little more running myself.
The video I done there in front of AutoZone in Meridian, and I was just sitting there because it'd been going on for a while, and they were searching the guy's car. I had to go back and look it up, and he gets taken to the back of the car. Everything looks normal. I thought, well, I ought to turn on the camera just in case. And it wouldn't turn on. I was sitting there doing this, and about that time he took off running, and the two officers chase him to his car, and he gets it cranked and gets it in gear. And the police officer's got his arm around him trying to pull him out, and then trying to get his foot on the brake where the car won't take off. The engine is, it's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Anything can happen at any time. Anything can happen.
Y'all had a wagon get loose one time down in Clark County, didn't you?
A what?
A horse and wagon. Did it get away from y'all?
Horse and wagon.
How far back you going?
It seemed like that happened during Sheriff West administration in 1920. 1919, 1920, something like that to go on.
A lot of history there. We got more coming up in just a moment.
Hey, Ben, did you approve this?
What? Tax credit match, double your savings. Who did this? Where did this come from?
Ben, I really love the new promo.
Come with me. Hey. Who do you think you are? Oh, Annie, it's you. Where did this all go out to?
Our whole service area.
Double your savings when we match your tax credit. Environment Masters.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. with professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Okay.
I got to know something.
Ask it.
All right, Todd Kemp. How in the world did you know that he got his eye poked out with a pencil in Boy Scouts?
And we're talking about Jack, the actor
talking about
from
Jack
the
Elam, old cockeye or whatever, old crazy eyes or whatever it is.
How does Todd know this?
The man knows everything.
Hit the new down there. See if we can get him.
And just to let y'all know, the man is writing a book.
He is going to actually.
He's writing a book, and I'm putting him on the spot right now.
Well, that's going to take a while for his
we need
knowledge.
it to be written.
That's going to be thick. You're going to have to do 2 or 3 books there.
I think that he said that there were going to be like 3 chapters on me and 5 on Barry or something like that.
And everybody's wanting to know
for a separate book.
A separate book for each one. He said he studied history.
History is entertaining because there's one thing about it. It always repeats itself.
It does. It really does.
If you've got a criminal that's going to do something, chances are they're going to repeat the same crime that they've done.
Yeah.
If you've got a wife that cheated on you 287,000 times, she's probably going to do it again.
My bad, I didn't mean to do that. I won't do it no more. Yeah, you ain't gonna do it to me no more.
that come from Paul. You know who Paul Thorne is? He's a Mississippi singer, and he was singing a song, and he said something about his girlfriend who cheated on me 287 times. I wonder where she is tonight. Oh, it was really funny stuff there.
Like that guy says, man, I think I'm going to have to get a divorce. My wife, she spends all night till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, going from bar to bar to bar. And his buddy looked at him and says, well, what is she doing? He said, looking for me.
She's looking for him.
I was afraid Odie didn't went into one of them.
One of them ones you can't get.
Yeah.
Commercial. I can see a little sweat beat up on.
I can stop mine.
Just a little sweat beat up on Scotty Ray over there just for a second.
Odie will take it sometimes. I'm thinking, because if I get something in my head, I can't sometimes stop it. So I stay away from anything that might make you say something you shouldn't. It's best to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We had some more comments. We had a question about Harold. Is he still getting honey buns?
Harold is still living out there on County Road 150.
Right across from Lisa.
Yep,
so.
he's still over there, right across from Lee's house. Yep, he's still out
Leah's taking good care of Harold.
Mm-hmm. He's one of a kind. Hey, we got some snow pictures sent in yesterday.
No, it's not from here.
Pennsylvania. Look at that. That is something to see there. In just a second, you're going to see a deer cross right up there, right at the end of the video there. That is absolutely beautiful. Pennsylvania.
I saw a deer cross this morning on North Hill Street. I thought I was going to hit it trying to get up here. That was after I stopped and took my nap on the way.
Yeah, it took so long to get here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's in Pennsylvania with the snow and all that. I'm going to do something we don't do much. Because we've got the Clark County Sheriff in here with us. We have a special birthday going out today to Miss Erica Davis. Who is from Clark County, who lives in Pittsburgh now.
Yes, she does live in Pittsburgh.
And it's coming down up there. So, Erica, happy birthday from all of us down here to you all the way up there. And we appreciate you joining us every morning.
Happy birthday, Erica. Erica and I went to school together.
You're kidding.
She graduated in 2003 from Enterprise High School. I graduated in 2004. So, and she lives at her family home is not too far from where I live.
Well,
it's a small world.
Yeah. Her older brother Ronnie, I believe he graduated in 98 or 99. I can't remember. But Erica she is a good lady. She sure is.
Taking care. Yeah, it's hard to move from Clark County to Pennsylvania, y'all.
Especially in the wintertime.
We had a warmer picture sent in. Let's go all the way to Biloxi. Look at this.
There we go.
Isn't that pretty? Like that one, too, there. Appreciate it. And no matter where you go, if you run into something you think, wow, that's pretty, send it to us.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
He graduated in 97.
Oh, 97. There we go. I was close there. I just remember him on the school bus.
Almost there.
Only Boston made it.
Let's talk about what's going to happen tonight. 6 p.m., everybody's going to gather at City Hall. Now, I remember being in 1999, which would be some 25 years ago, 26, I guess you could say, they're coming in the new year. But we typically, am I right, Odie, don't have a downtown luminary or anything that happens at the stroke of midnight? I don't recall it.
I think there's a bunch of different parties at different places,
but not the city. That is,
but
not like the 4th of July
like
thing we do. So this will be the first time is we pull up the map here of everything that's going to be going on. The Meridian Fire Department will be on hand there helping out there. Here's City Hall. Everybody's going to be here across from the Doughboy Monument. They'll drop something at the stroke of midnight.
Right.
Do you know what it is yet?
No, they still have kept that a secret. And
I talked to Michael Ted, and he said, we've been practicing. And I don't know what he meant by that. He wouldn't tell me the detailed information.
They might have been practicing on that trolley. I seen that trolley on commercial.
Yeah.
They're going to be carting folks. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, trolley. If you've never ridden that, it'll be floating around downtown Meridian. Catch
I heard Odie going to be driving that trolley.
Oh, no.
I thought you was going to be driving that thing.
No, that's city.
I did pass Odie in a school bus one day.
Yeah.
And I thought, that looks kind of peculiar there.
Why is he waving at me?
I have seen you driving a school bus before, come at a random time. That is
taking jurors to lunch. I don't quite understand
I did that one time. Well, they've got
it was more than once. We all saw you.
No, I drove my school bus, but I only did jurors once.
I've seen you. Yeah,
I think he joyrides it. Is what this boils down to. I've seen him more than once.
I think I saw him down in Beaver Dam one time on that bus.
So there's never any telling. You got to make sure it runs.
That's true.
If you've got leftover,
especially if it's a diesel, you got
SNAP benefits, y'all use them today because beginning tomorrow, January 1st, you can no longer use those for candy, sodas. And that's a northern word. Let me back up. That's supposed to say Coca-Cola.
Can't have Cokes.
Can't have Coca-Colas and other foods. Then all that takes effect tomorrow nationwide. So be prepared for that. It's going to be a big change in how that money is spent.
I don't guess I have those. I don't reckon. I don't think I have.
Talking about that school bus, I called Amy, or she said, "Hey, let's go eat." And I said, "Okay." So I called her and I said, "Where you want to go?" She told me, and I said, "I'll tell you what."
Did you take her out on that bus?
Yeah, I said, instead of you just meeting me there, I said, "I'll just come pick you up today." And she says, "Okay." So I sent her a text, and I had everything ready. When I turned around the corner, was getting ready, I hit the button, pull it in your driveway or in the office parking lot. And I pulled up and I laid on the horn like they do, Well, everybody in the place started turning around and look, and she come around the corner and she just kind of.
Did you turn the lights on?
I had the door open. I said, "Come on, get in."
Let me back up on this. Odie is not telling the whole story. Let's go back to Odie's first date with his wife when he might have had car trouble. And instead of borrowing a friend's car, guess what Odie done to get on his date?
I have no clue. I'm kind of scared to ask.
He rented something.
That was to come home. I rented a U-Haul. There wasn't no more cars to rent.
Who showed up on their first date?
It was a U-Haul. That wasn't our first date.
No, Odie, that's not the story I'm told.
I rented a car to go down to the coast on our first date. I did do that. But now.
It was a U-Haul.
I was
1995.
One of those GMC.
I was down there, and she had to go to work. Well, I had to come back, and I said, "Well, I'll rent a car," but there was no cars anywhere available. So I said, "Well, take me down here to a U-Haul."
It's not a bad idea, Odie. I was going to give you prompts for outdoing the system. 1995, anywhere you want to drive.
Well, now that's
with a dolly.
It cost me $30 plus fuel to drive a U-Haul. That got when I pulled up here and pulled out. I got there and I opened the door and I had Alan come and met me down there. So I got out and I handed the guy the paperwork and I grabbed my little bag and he opened it up and he looked and he goes, "Did you use it?" And I said, "Yeah, I used it for what I rented it for." And he said, "What's that?" And I said, "To bring me back here." "You didn't haul nothing?" I said, "Just me." He said, "Well, okay."
Got to do what you got to do on them dates.
Yeah.
Hey, don't we have a football game coming up tomorrow?
We got two of them, really. We've got Alabama is going to play Indiana, I believe. Okay. And then toddy, Ole Miss against the Georgia Bulldogs.
So what are the Vegas odds on this? Who's supposed to win?
The Vegas.
Georgia's got a slight advantage over Ole Miss right now on the paperwork.
What are they saying? It
was weird how he made it. I haven't heard much. I'm not real sure, but it'd probably be a pretty tight.
Yeah.
But did you notice his face when he was? It really killed him to have to say
hotty toddy.
Yeah, he was like, "Well, I don't know.
I didn't want to say Alabama.
I don't want to say it.
But
You must have spent some time in jail with an Alabama fan or something. You really don't care for them much.
Well, that's because they don't care about anybody else.
They gonna get him today.
Oh gosh, somebody! You supposed to get smoked. You supposed to get smoked on here.
It's coming. Hey, we want to remind you that the Mississippi Highway Patrol is going to be out and about, and also the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department is going to have a checkpoint tonight. And I had it. Where did it go? Here we go. As we pull this up, they're going to be January 1st. Let's see, tonight at Jeff Davis School Road, beginning at 19:30 hours. And then tomorrow night they'll be out again, too.
Hey, Scotty Ray, speaking of the Highway Patrol, a good friend of mine just got named Colonel of the Highway Patrol.
Who's that?
Tad Pitts. He and I went to patrol school together. In the last term, he and I actually worked together in Jackson.
Oh, okay.
When I was over there in Jackson. Tad is a good guy. I'm going to believe you...
I have met him, hadn't I?
Yeah, you have met him. Once or twice, actually, it seems like we had something going on over here.
Yeah, we need to bump into him again.
We do. Tad's a good guy, and he's done a great job. He served as interim for several months, but they just made it official, I believe, let me see, about 2-3 weeks ago.
That's a big deal to get named that, isn't it?
It is, and it's a big job. You got to think, Colonel, the whole Highway Patrol, which he falls under, and he also serves as Deputy Commissioner to the Commissioner of Public Safety, Sean Tyndall. But that was an excellent decision. Tad does a great job, and he's going to continue to do a good job.
Now, where did he grow up at? What part of Mississippi is he from? Brandon?
He's from Brandon. He started out as a dirt road deputy sheriff in Rankin County Sheriff's Office.
So he knows what they go through.
That's exactly right.
Because you often hear, well, he's a highway patrol, he don't know anything about it. And he's worked both sides of the fence, so he knows.
Yep, he sure has.
And those officers are faced with a lot of different things there. So congratulations to him as he heads off into the new year with a new position there.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So Red, I don't care if Bama wins more. It's the attitude of some of them. Now, I will say my wife is a huge Alabama fan.
And what's her attitude? Is it bad? Is this where you get all this?
It's not near like everybody else.
Oh, he's trying to backtrack now.
But yeah, I'm still hotty toddy all the way. So that's the way it's going to be. We have a split household. Sheriff, talking about Sheriff's Department being out and about, the Highway Patrol being out and about. Do y'all have any checkpoints in Clark County that y'all are going to be doing, or
like whose house is it?
About?
Yes, sir. We do have extra deputies that will be working, and we will have safety checkpoints in Clark County.
Yeah, that's coming. So don't be drinking and driving, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just be smart. I've said this before. We're not naive enough to think that people are not going to do things. Be smart. Don't start out the new year bad. Get a ride. Stay where you're at. Don't drink and drive. Don't act a fool. Don't blow your hand off with firecrackers and stuff like that.
Just be careful.
Yeah. Be careful.
Y'all should really think about hiring Greg, because let me tell you this, because he would make a great deputy, because when we were in monkey pursuit, we were driving along, and he was giving me directions. He go a quarter mile out. He would start telling me what the road was going to do. All right, you're going to need to go to the left. We got a curve coming.
That's right.
But y'all went the long way.
I was like, Greg, how do you know this? Well, I've traveled these roads all the time. And he did. He was better than a road map.
But his attitude when it comes to something like that,
we went through pastures.
The longer it takes for you to get there, the gladder they are to see you. So he's not going to be there when it first happens.
I see that y'all got a great report from the Clark County Grand Jury on the jail. They said y'all done good.
Yes, we did. We did a good
spick
report
and span down there.
That's right. Well, that's one thing. Barry White always kept that place clean and well maintained.
The Barry Yacht.
Yep, the Barry Yacht, and we continued that tradition. They did also report that we were out of room when it comes to our office space. That. Todd could tell us the exact number, but in 1994 they moved in that building back when it was a sheriff and approximately 4 or 5 full-time deputies.
Is that when he
backed
backed the truck 22. Up and chucked all the TVs in the back of the truck? Would that be that same day?
Probably pretty close. But they also encouraged us to improve on our methods so far as whenever we're bringing people into the jail, which one thing that I had on my list that we've completely overhauled the jail operations for the safety of the employee as well as the inmate. But we had a pretty good report.
That's not bad.
We're proud of that. But in one thing, like they did hit on, is we're out of room. But we understand, it's like I really emphasized to them is that we're doing what we can with what we have.
Right.
You know, we're a rural county in Mississippi. Money's tight. And I feel like part of my job as sheriff is to do the most that I can with the money that we're allotted. I'm a taxpayer also. A lot of times that gets misconstrued, and, you know, you hear people say, well, you know, I pay taxes. Well, you know what? I pay taxes too. My deputies pay taxes. So I want to be as fiscally responsible with that money as possible. That's just part of the job. And that is another thing that we have been able to do is maintain our budget. And but like I said, the Board of Supervisors has been very, very good to us.
And I'll say this about Clark County. Boy, I'm telling you, I have never had an issue when I was in Clark County. Over the top-notch sheriff's department, and I do appreciate that. And I visit a lot of sheriff's departments, trust me.
Well, that's good people. I have, you know, I don't claim to know it all, but I've tried to surround myself with people who do know more than me.
And that's the smart way to do it.
That's just the way I want to do it. You know, I don't. And I told my supervisors, not the board of supervisors, but the supervisors within my department, don't come in here and tell me what you think I want to hear. You tell me the truth. Tell me what I need to hear. You know, this is not a dictatorship.
Right.
And I think that's how we've been able to maintain for the most part. And I think that's been great.
Keeping them happy, do y'all still serve ribs on Thursdays?
It depends on whatever Mr. Skidmore still maintains that contract.
We got to have another meeting. I hadn't been down to eat in a while. It's been a little while.
We need a bi-county emergency services summit again.
That's
there
right.
You go. We
haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah.
Welcome to Parker's Wholesale, located on I-59 South at Exit 80. Easy to find. Huge building. They're loaded up with toys, all your seasonal items. It's clean, it's neat, it's easy to shop. They got gloves, they got bolts of material for the people that want to redo stuff. They got plumbing, electrical, hunting items, fishing items, everything for all your needs. Go by and see them, Parker's Wholesale.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we bring in, this is the final day of December as we get ready for festivities throughout the night.
2026 is coming.
I wanted to bring a point about this. My wife was behind this year. She started working for me not long ago, and we normally have somewhere between 29 to 34 Christmas trees in my house. And people don't really realize when I say I have 28 to 29 Christmas trees, what I really mean by that.
That means you've got at least 28 or 29.
And she, this year she was behind. I think she only got up like 10. And I thought I didn't realize she had posted any of these. But this is, when I tell you she puts out like 30 of these all over the house, she does it. And let me just give you an example. Here's one here. Now, this ain't no small tree. That's one example of a tree. Hang on here. We got some more that she posted that I wasn't aware of. I don't know what you call this tree, but why not stick it by the door where it won't open?
Right out the gate, I thought of Dr. Seuss.
That's what I was thinking.
What is that right there? Is that what that is?
Grinch's tail or something.
So maybe that's what that was.
Well, look at there. I've never seen a tree like that before.
She's got a Mississippi State tree.
She's very festive. I think that's good.
And I don't know what this one is, but we got that one. And she started something new.
She said, "Be careful."
This looks like
I like them trees.
This looks like totem poles that are ending up in our house everywhere. I don't know what that is, but they've been appearing everywhere too this year.
Those are little wooden statues. That's the nativity scene. I've never seen one in that form before, but I like
Me neither.
Cool.
But come to my house, I'll be glad to share with you because they're everywhere. You go over to hit the alarm clock, there's a tree.
She said, be careful. Very careful.
That was the Grinch. I was right. So, all right. Well, Miss Angie, there you go right there. You must have hit it just right because my first glance, I automatically thought of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
So she was right on. And that was before I saw the big green tail coming out of the tree.
That's the first thing I'm like, well, darn.
There's trees all over the front porch, in the bathroom, in the bedrooms, in the closet. I think we even have some in the closets, if I'm not mistaken. She's got a problem, and we're trying to get her in therapy.
I don't think that's a problem. I think
You
that
ain't
she's
paying for it.
festive.
She has
She's
enthusiasm.
festive.
Yeah.
I think that you should support your wife's ambition when it comes to Christmas trees.
We have a second floor that is nothing but Christmas decorations and an outside. I got it from Paul. I don't know how big it is. 30 by. I've had it like 10 years, and I used to have my stuff in it. I no longer have my stuff in it. It's all Christmas decorations. It has started infringing upon my shop. I know my truck ain't moved in 2 years, but it's getting surrounded by Christmas decorations.
Hey, the last time I was here, the body was still on the truck.
Well, it's gone.
Well, it looks really good right now. You just need a seat.
Been a while.
All you need is a seat and a steering
Well,
wheel.
I was thinking. I mean, it's a little
Can you
cold
fire
today.
that thing up? Can it fire? Can you fire it
Well,
up?
I'd have to pour some. I'd have to run a tube because
There's
back
a gas.
to the.
Okay,
I got a gas tank, but no wiring.
Well, you know, I got an old car. You seen my old car?
Oh yeah, you got that LTD,
my
don't you?
'89 Ford Crown Vic LTD.
Did you post that on your
47,000.
Facebook page?
I did.
Yeah. Which
It's on
one?
Facebook. It should be on probably all of them.
Let's see here.
Or both of them. Excuse me. Has
He's
47.
incognito.
It has 47,000 original miles on it. I bought it from a gentleman out of North Carolina. A lady bought it, and she got rid of it when she turned 104, and she passed away. Which I guess she didn't get rid of it, but somebody did.
There it is.
Yeah, this is what you bought this. So
That's
you
Men
want
in
it,
Black vehicle right there.
Man, I love that car right there.
but you got a blue bubble on the top.
I
now,
do.
don't
I have
you?
a big blue bubblegum light, what I like to call it's a Federal Signal. Now, that bag right there is very special. I consider that the late retired Sheriff K.R. Shirley, his widow, Miss Hazel, gave me that bag a while back. And I actually have it up here with me now. I keep it with me. That's where I keep all my stuff in. So, but yeah, I love that car. It's neat.
Yeah.
I was looking. Yeah, you ain't got any other pictures of it.
No, that's it. I think that's all of them for the most
Now, let me ask this: who's this right here?
That right there is Sheriff Harold Hutcherson. He was sheriff from 1972 to 1980. Todd Kemp, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe I'm right. If you're from Clark County, you've heard a lot of stories about Sheriff Hutcherson.
What year was this, you think?
Todd, I'm going to need your help on this one.
That's like a 72, 73 Chevrolet car, isn't it?
I do believe that, all right, on the right is David Earl Williams. David Earl Williams was his chief deputy, and he actually ultimately becomes sheriff in 1980. The gentleman on the left, I believe, is Deputy Lamar Gibson.
Y'all still
on the
use
far
this
left,
LTD
I believe.
here?
Yeah, we still got that one. That's a pool car. We still use that one.
Here you go. Here's another one of those as you go back down memory lane.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Sheriff Kemp is still on here, but of course on the right you see Sheriff Hutcherson was a big man.
They couldn't even afford a uniform for him back then. You were light years ahead of him. You had a uniform.
And the gentleman in the middle was the late Sheriff David Earl Williams, the one in the middle. He actually died in office in 1980, either, late 86, late 87. He got sick with meningitis, I believe is what it was, and he died in his office, and his wife actually finished out his term.
Oh, wow.
Based on the way things are, state law, there's an opportunity to do that.
1973.
All right, good. Sheriff Kemp, I've been listening to you, Sheriff Kemp, over the years, so I've retained some of it.
How much of this was actually taken in and put in, and how much of it was given out? And you know, when you confiscate something, sometimes it doesn't always reach back to the room. How much of this made it?
I don't know. That was about 13 years before I was born. So.
I don't know what you're talking about. What happened?
Mighty pleasing, Pappy kept a squeezing. So, and that used to be a big thing back in the day, was bootleg liquor. You don't hear that much about it anymore.
No.
Miss Connie said that Hazel was her sister-in-law, and she knew.
Miss Hazel was probably listening. She may be watching right now. She's living right down there in Harmony, Mississippi, on Highway 18 West. She's still out and about doing her thing. But it was something I was going to say, and this done slipped my mind.
Yeah, that's going to happen on them big sheriff's departments.
That's right. Well. Yeah. Sheriff Williams, when he died, his wife succeeded him. She finished out his term, and then K.R. Shirley was elected in the end of 87 and took office in 88. But there was something else I was going to mention, and
it'll come back to you here in a minute. It'll hit you there.
That's right.
Again, we're going to be back in just a moment and do some birthdays and everything. I want to remind you again of all the activities tonight that begin 6 p.m. City Hall, downtown Meridian. They will have the big ball drop at midnight as the countdown to the new year brings in 2026. It will be very heavily policed. They'll have people out monitoring the streets throughout it, and some folks around the city to make sure everything goes
Got a
smooth.
few bands that's going to go out. The main act is Bag of Donuts. So look them up. They've got some good music. A great band. So join on.
Well, it'll be an interesting night, that's for sure, to say the least. Just want everybody to be safe.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
bring
don't
your
fight.
own donuts, though.
Don't fight with your family tonight. That'd be great.
That is, people, the colder it gets, the more they argue once they get locked up in the house with one another.
Yeah.
Kevin. And then next thing you know, she goes, I should have married your brother. And oh boy, that's
really that kind of talk about that'd be some cold turkey at the next Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
For over 40 years, you've been able to count on Watt Equipment in DeKalb, Mississippi. They've got your Massey Ferguson's brand new 23 up to 135 horse cab and air tractors. They've got all your hay equipment needs, all your bush hogs. If your tractor needs it, they got it. Also remember, they service all makes and models, whether it's green, orange, blue, red, or yellow. They can get your parts in, they can do your service on your equipment. Don't forget Watt Equipment, DeKalb, Mississippi.
Lisa's trying to outdo you. She owned a 75 LTD, and that had that big hood on it. And when you flip the cover under the hood, it go. Y'all remember that, don't you?
91.
Too much air going to it then.
91 was the last year they made the box style. 92 was whenever they started in on sloping the hoods, and they put the 4.6 liter V8 in them.
They were a cop favorite for years.
That car floats. It's like riding down the road on your couch.
Oh man!
I remember driving Miss Billy Roof's. Man, that was a big car, big yellow one. We used to run the streets of Scuba in it.
That's right. Lord have mercy.
Family gathering. A local band is going to play there. Okay, good deal. Family gathering.
Several entertainers spring in the new year. I hope you enjoy that. We had a little incident earlier this week up in Leake County. Rump Road, can't park there, as Greg would say. He's not here to defend himself this morning. Let's see what else. There was a couple of other little small things that I wanted to bring up. Mike Vick. I spoke with family this morning. They're going to get us a list of needed items. Right now, they have all the clothes that they can house, meaning they don't have a place to live yet, and they got enough to where they can change clothes. So hang on until they get a more permanent.
If you've got an RV or something, they can rent from you.
Right.
That's something that they need to be able to put up there and have a place to stay until they can get all the benefits coming in from insurance.
Yeah, so some of the things that are happening.
Yeah, Mr. Mike, I met him in patrol school. He was teaching field sobriety, helping with that at the time. But he was chief deputy under, was it Sheriff Everett Keller in Lauderdale County, or was it? Is that right?
Everett or Hill?
It wasn't Sheriff Hill. I think it was whoever was before Sheriff Hill.
All right, then that would have been Keller.
Okay, I believe he was his chief deputy. We also lost a longtime law enforcement officer this past week. He'd been retired for several years, since 2005. Mr. Clarence, also known mainly as Shug Cranford. He passed away this past week of cancer, and he spent a lot of time as a police officer in Stonewall. He was the chief of Stonewall, I think, at one time. He worked for Quitman Police Department, and when he retired, he was Tom Miller is the sheriff.
Tom Miller. There we go.
But when he retired, he was with the Metro Narcotics in 2005. But he just passed away, and they'll have a service for him Friday at Harmony Baptist.
Prayers for their family.
Let me just show you how live this show is. I just got a text that said my button was unbuttoned, and I didn't know it.
I didn't notice it either. I'm sorry.
So we'll go ahead and button that up.
Apologize.
Well, at least Rob didn't dress you where you was all cropped.
Depends on how fast you're running when you go out the door to a scene there. Oh, have mercy. Have we missed anything that is coming up that we need to discuss that is going to be happening? Garbage, a day off for the county residents.
The county on schedule for the city.
You got to work. You got to show up for work if you work in the city.
That's it.
Numerous police officers will be out. Don't drink and drive. We urge that when you get on the whiskey, let somebody else drive, as John Anderson would say. That's the best way to do that.
There's Ubers. Call someone to come and get you.
All right. Before we go, I want to go over. There's bound to be a few things that happened on this date that we need to remember from the past few years. Let's see here. Who could forget this guy? Y'all remember?
I could.
Mountain Mom. You don't like?
I mean, he's all right. He's got some good songs, but I mean,
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah.
Never.
Almost heaven, West Virginia. How could you not like John Denver? Annie's song.
I mean, he's got some good songs.
Lord, it's good to be home again.
Country road.
Tell me,
yeah.
John Denver born on this day in 1943.
I'll listen to his music, but I'm not going to buy his album.
Explain that one to me.
He died come on the radio.
He did. He
in
died.
Colorado, right?
Yeah, he was. It was a test plane, and things went south. I believe it was around 97 that he went down.
Now this fella here.
Oh, this guy here. Did you ever watch Animal House, or were you in Animal House? Just asking for a friend here.
Looks a little like Belcher, don't he?
You remember that guy?
Wasn't he like the hall monitor?
That was one of the funniest. Toga.
Yeah.
And then
is that where they filled the house up with like soap suds or something?
Well, they put that horse up in that fellow's office,
and he had a heart attack. Flop. And then you hear.
But no, I didn't play it.
That was truly one of the. I was young when I first saw that, and it still today is one of the funniest movies that was out there.
Yeah.
All I can remember is Hank Jr. We don't all get into Donna Summer, and the next line, which I won't say, but Donna Summer was born on today in 1948. We didn't all get into her. It wasn't a thing back in the day. This guy was really good at what he done. He was born today. You remember him from all of those Top Gun movies?
Both of them.
Both. And then he was in wasn't he in some of those Joker movies or something? Val Kilmer. Oh, and then he was
a Batman.
And he was in Tombstone, one of those, wasn't he?
Yeah, maybe one of them.
Was he Doc
I'll be your
Holliday?
Huckleberry.
Was he Doc Holliday?
Yeah, sure was. And he played that part better than anybody.
He did. Wyatt, you are an oak. No, that was a different one. Let me think.
Now I'm a believer. Yeah, all that. Let's see here. 1977, one of her almost. Let me just back up. She's very famous, and she is very good at what she does. Dolly, Here You Come Again was number one in 1977. Stayed there for 5 weeks. Woo. I like that woman. Whole bunch there. Do y'all remember Ricky Nelson?
Yeah.
Garden Party. He had a few other hits. He died in a plane crash today in 1985.
Wow. Ooh, The Saint. Val was in The Saint. That was a pretty good little movie.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that one. Let's see here. Oh, boy. Last day. I didn't ever think that there was somebody that I could listen to that actually didn't sing and I would like it. Like Kenny G, it's horrible to me. I just don't get into men that play flute, jazz, or saxophone.
Jazz, clarinet.
Kind of like Bill Clinton. It just didn't do a lot for me. But this guy, Floyd Kramer, Our Last Date, y'all remember him? He passed away in 97. Do you know the song? I'm seeing confusion.
Well, I was 11 years old in 1997.
Todd, will you straighten this man out? It was good stuff there.
He could
11. It's almost like Jerry Lee. He's so good, but it's just he's good. Let's see what else happened here today. Oh, did you ever watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Oh yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, I watched
Uncle
it.
Phil.
Uncle Phil passed away today in 2013.
Really? I
James
didn't realize
Avery.
Uncle Phil died.
Sure did that. He was in a few other cameo appearances, but by far that was the biggest.
That was the big.
He didn't come up with the line, "I'm your Huckleberry." It's actually, "I'll be your Hucklebearer."
Hucklebearer,
which means you will carry the casket.
I'll be your Hucklebearer.
Yeah.
But I
I'll be
like
your
it.
Huckleberry.
Sounds better to say, "I'll be your Huckleberry."
That's right.
It's like chest of drawers is really Chester drawers.
That's right. Chest of drawers.
Yeah. But Chester drawers.
But Chester gets the most talk.
Chester gets talked about all the time.
And Walmart's is
Chester
the most
and his
popular
drawers.
store in town.
Oh, Walmart's.
Or Dollar General.
Gentry has got to have that on the end of it there. Did y'all ever watch Overboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
The old one? And
Yeah,
the new one.
the original.
The original one.
Do you
yeah.
remember the husband
Is there a
that
remake?
when she fell off? Yeah. Where she fell off the boat and he didn't want to claim her? That guy.
Yeah, Edward Herman.
He was born to.
That's a good movie.
It was. She threw his tools overboard, and yeah, I remember that scene. And then he got major payback on her with all those little mean kids.
He did do that.
Call her your mama.
And peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and everything else she was throwing together like crazy.
Wasn't it his brother that was good with photography, and he's the one that put her
the big
in all
guy.
the pictures and all that stuff?
Yep.
And it was really
he
not good.
photoshopped a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was crazy looking. It was pretty good for 1980.
No, honey, you love sleeping on the couch.
You remember because the bed hurts your back or
That's
hurts
right.
your neck
or something like that.
Don't you remember? I do this everywhere.
That was some of the funniest we've ever seen. And this guy really gets lost in the wash when it comes to MASH. Hardly anybody really remembers him, but Wayne Rogers was also in there in MASH. Even you have that look like you're not real sure who he is there.
No, I remember who
Okay,
he
all right.
was.
You just had that look like you didn't
Man,
care.
I didn't lose sleep over him.
There's somebody for everyone in this world.
That's Vera.
And sometimes it's special. If you're rolling over looking at that this morning, she was a scary woman there. That little bitty frame there.
Mel's Diner.
Mel's Diner. She's a skinny little old thing there. Remember the time she drove the truck with Flo?
Kiss my grits.
And I almost messed up on this and said Father Saducci, but I'm wrong on that. That was Saturday Night Live. This was from MASH. He passed away today. The pastor, you remember him?
I do remember him.
Father
McElhay.
Yeah, that word. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. And then cover of the Rolling Stones. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you gotta watch your back, because everybody wants her. Y'all remember that? Dr. Hook. Ray Sawyer passed away, and the Medicine Show. Dr. Hook was really good there. Mm-hmm. And she almost made it to 100.
Wow. Yeah.
Can y'all believe it was 21 that we lost her?
Oh, Betty White.
Betty White. She was a beautiful woman, very, very talented. And this is I remember watching this episode when Cal Yarber finally made it to Hazard County. He passed away back in 23 today.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Remember, he had the black General Lee running around
away from Alabama.
Yeah, he was a good driver there, and that kind of concludes what happened on this date there. Thought y'all would like to look at that. Teresa loved Dr. Hook.
That's right. Well, one thing's for certain: this afternoon will be the last time the sun will go down
in
2025. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
You can hang your hat on that one.
Kiss My Grits was popular there. All right, who we got having birthdays today, Otis?
And just for the record, I'm not turning in any birthdays.
No, we're not accepting.
I'm not turning in no more birthdays because they always get misconstrued.
It's a good reason.
Gosh almighty.
Scott Spears, my predecessor. Scott Spears got a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, Leslie Perkins, Vicky Murray. Well, we'll go down there to McDonald's and get her.
It's Vicky's birthday?
Yeah, Vicky's birthday. Steve, treat her
Vicky.
right.
Yeah, I know Miss Vicky. Happy birthday,
Vicky
Miss
Martin has a birthday. And Miss Erica Davis, we talked about her. Louise Hogan. Andy and Donagale Anderson, 37-year anniversary. Dr. Andy Anderson. So happy anniversary. Cindy Hatcher, Charles and Melanie Stahl, they have their anniversary of 34 years tomorrow. Larry Noel, tomorrow's birthday. John Williams has a birthday today, turned 70 years young. And Crimson Raw turned 14 today. And Billy Fagan has a birthday tomorrow.
Miss Billy, yep, I know her well. She's from Stonewall.
Miss Linda Martin, okay. Charles Davis. Happy birthday, Jennifer Downey Dees. So who else we got? That's all we've got so far.
Look at Todd Kemp. He just said George Cummings from Meridian played with Dr. Hook.
I did not know that. It is a small world, y'all.
Ooh, Robert and Vivian Lee, 41-year anniversary. So
I think I have an
anniversary.
idea. I have an idea. You need to do like a special segment, and maybe it's only monthly or bi-weekly or something. It needs to be like history with Sheriff Todd Kemp.
Todd could knock it out the park.
Yes, he can.
And he ain't got to have his phone to look it up either.
Nope.
It's in that head.
That's right. He knows his stuff.
My, oh my. Some statistics for you. And I'm going to type all this up and have it out January 1st on the page where everybody can see this.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it is. I think I had a couple days.
Robert and Beverly Davidson, 46 years together. Yeah.
We had, in the city of Meridian, we had 16 homicides during the course of the year. We had no homicides in the county. We had 7 homicides throughout, not homicides, but suicides in the city during the course of the year. And those are sad. We don't cover, and let me be very blunt of how this works. When it's a suicide, if it's done in a public place, we cover it. If it's done in a home, I let it be. There's some issues there. But if something is done in a public place, then we cover those with news coverage. We had 45 people shot in the city limits of Meridian during the course of the year, but that is down from last year. We had 54 shot last year in the city of Meridian. Now, let me pull up some numbers here. Now, our biggest month in Meridian would be June and this was going out, Deborah, as you heard Jimmy Smith say, she was the greatest, and he stressed it was the greatest police chief he had ever seen. I never believed it. I never fell for it. And let me just show you this from January to June, when Jimmy Smith's administration went out, is when we had all of this really happen. During the month of June, we had 11 people shot and 3 murders in the city limits of Meridian. Back in January, we had 1 murder, 3 shot. February, 5 people were shot, 1 murder. 2 murders in March, 4 people shot. 1 murder in April, 2 shot. May was a big one there. We had 11 shot and 2 homicides during the month of that. Now, since then, we've had 2 homicides since July. And they were back-to-back homicides. And very few people have been taken to the hospital since the new administration took over. It is a complete different turnaround of policing that has been done, and we're very thankful for that.
Right.
You could count on one hand the amount of people that have been struck with gunfire. And then we've had a few houses shot, don't get me wrong, but the injury has gone down. And I want to be very clear about all of that. And everybody said, bless you for sneezing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I didn't know where to
tried
say
to hold it.
bless you or call 911 or I didn't know what was going on. They got hold of something over there. I didn't know what.
I used to do 1 sneeze, but if I sneeze once now, it's 3 times.
He sneezed like 43 times in like
I caught
3
that.
seconds. And I don't even know. It was like,
and did you notice how I never lost my concentration? I kept right on rolling.
Yeah, I got used to it by now.
And meanwhile, I was over here like, I was like,
he's sneezing.
Oh man, yeah.
But that's an overview, and we'll dig deeper into this. And I had, let me look here. Let me back this out. As you look at back to 2020, murders, homicides, however you want to word this, in the city of Meridian. Back in 2020, we had 15. 21, we had 17. 22, we had 13. 12 and 23. 12 and 24. And this year, we'll reach 16 deaths and homicides.
With less gunshots.
Yes. So that is what happened. Now we have 2 that is undetermined. And God bless it. This is that year we had that child also, that 2-year-old child that lost its life in the city of Meridian. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
So we are hoping for a lot better year in 26 with numbers down. Jackson is at somewhere between 75 and 80 deaths for the year.
And I believe that Sheriff Tyree Jones is doing a good job. He's serving also as the chief of police of Jackson.
Yeah, that's
I believe
a tough role, isn't it?
That is got to be a tough role. You know, that was done whenever Malcolm McMillan was the sheriff of Hinds County. He was also the chief of police of Jackson from 2008 to 2012, or 2009 to 2012, somewhere in there. So that it has been done before. But Sheriff Jones serving as chief of police of Jackson, I believe they're doing a good job. They're working well with Capitol Police and DPS and all that. And as a whole, you know, things seem to be moving in the right direction.
And each agency needs to welcome in other agencies into their town. Like if the U.S. Marshals hear that Sambo or Sammy is visiting town and they know that he's in Quitman, they need to be able to come in without and get them. And I know y'all welcome anything in Clark County from the authorities there.
Yes, sir.
Change up in Clark County as well. We have a new police chief of Quitman. Chris is there.
Chief Reed is doing a good job there in the city. And we appreciate working with him and his new administration. And you have Mayor Chris Reeves.
Yeah, confusing.
Yeah, it can be for some folks, I guess, if you're not familiar with them. But they're doing a good job, and with the police department there.
We even had a few changes, if I'm not mistaken, in that last election 2 years ago. As supervisor changes, didn't we? Weren't there 1 or 2 supervisors?
There was 1 supervisor. Yes, we do have 1 new supervisor.
And in 2 years, believe it or not, we're at that halfway point.
That's
Re-elections
right. That's exactly right.
Are coming. And I made this comment the other day. In one way, I hate to see them come because the mudslinging.
Yes.
I know everybody. And I really hate for anybody to run anybody down. It gets this tormenting.
As an elected official, I'll say that it is tough on family.
Yeah.
You know, I can take it. You know, I can take it. You can throw it at me all day, all you want to, but it's my kids. You know, I have a 16-year-old, he's about to be 13, I have a 6-year-old. And it's tough on them, it's tough on our families, and that's all elected officials But one thing that I've always maintained, and I stick with it, is I'm not going to tell you why you should not vote for the other person. I just want to tell you why you should vote for me.
That makes sense.
And I believe that my record here in Clark County speaks for itself.
But you get it, especially, boy, you start getting to, think of how things are on a county level, how people do this, and then you get to the state level. And boy, y'all get on that federal level. It's House of Cards.
Oh, yeah.
Sheriff Kemp said it right there. Negative politics never gets you anywhere, and that's a fact.
That is so true. Because I don't care who you are, it can happen to you also. It can be unexpected.
The only thing you ought to bring up is a political stance. But don't bring up a personal. So I'm not against you personally. I'm against your political stance, and that's what I'm going against. But don't keep the mud out of there. And if we ever did that, maybe we would see a lot more people run for an office. Because, you know, there's some of them out there going, no, you're not doing me that way.
It goes back to those armchair quarterbacks. You know, most people like to sit back and just talk about it.
Keep this in mind there. If you're thinking, man, I really want to do something for my community, I feel like I am a leader and I could help my community. Keep this in mind. No matter how much information you got in your head and how good you could do your job, likability is 97% of getting elected.
It's a
being
popularity
nice
contest.
To people.
That's right.
They remember that.
That's exactly right. They always remember it. And that's another thing, you know, when I had my first meeting in December of 2023 before I took office, I said, it's simple. You be nice. And when it gets kind of tough, you be nice.
Yeah.
And then you just basically be nice until it's time not to be nice. Kind of like what Patrick Swayze said in Roadhouse.
And it's okay to pull on the side of the road and stomp, kick the car tire and say what you want by yourself.
Treat people fairly. And that's another thing I've always pushed, and I feel like we practiced. is we treat people fairly. We treat everybody across the board. I don't care what your status is in life. You know, as the sheriff of a county or a chief of police of any city or anything, you know, we're responsible for holding people accountable, and it doesn't matter what their status is or anything else or what their station is in life. And that's
Billy
it's simple as that.
Billy Solly, and still to this day, I don't care
Somewhere
who you are.
making a pie.
Probably. I don't care how up the totem pole you are. I don't care how low on the totem pole you are. If Sheriff Billy ever walked up to you, you were sir and you were ma'am.
That's right.
Didn't matter if you lived on the streets and you had no job, you had no life, you were filthy. Sheriff Solly called you sir or called you ma'am.
That's exactly right.
If
he did
you
it on
were
the radio
the president, you were sir, and he did it on the radio when he was on there. That's one that he showed every single person respect, no matter who they were.
That's right.
Let me ask this before, and if you don't
And
know
Sheriff
this,
Calhoun does the same thing.
And
I gotta
Sheriff
say, Sheriff
Calhoun
Calhoun does the same thing.
He does the same thing. Of course, that's one thing that kind of went up through the ranks there.
a project for you this weekend, and I'm sure Todd Kemp has watched this movie, but I got a weekend project for you if you've never watched this movie. Have you ever seen Woody Harrelson and what's his name that played in 24, Kiefer Sutherland? Have you ever watched The Cowboy Way?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I have.
You know, I was sitting here, that popped through my mind as you were. That was some funny stuff.
I'm writing it down because I want to go back and watch that again.
I don't guess anybody you know in police has ever used that cow tactic that they used in that to get the information out of him.
I don't think so.
He patted him on the back and said, "This is going to be really good for about this much."
I don't believe so.
That was really a good movie there. Pepper, wasn't it?
Pepper, yeah. That was it.
Roper.
That was it. But before we do go, I want to say I appreciate a lot of the positive comments that I've seen. I've seen multiple. I don't want to try to call any names. I know Ms. Rhonda Kelly's one of them. She's always good to the sheriff's office, good to us. You know, she feeds us every Christmas.
And you need to apologize to her for me because I owe her an apology and I got to call her.
Miss Rhonda?
Yes, I do. I owe her a big one.
Miss
Scotty
Rhonda.
Ray didn't get to where
Scotty Ray didn't get
supposed to be.
He's gonna. He's sorry, Miss Rhonda. We're gonna let him slide for whatever it is. But yeah, I do appreciate all the positive comments. You know, we in this line of work and what we do. You know, you've got a magnifying glass on you, and everybody wants to pick you apart. But it's good to hear positive sometimes. It's good to have that reinforcement and feel the support from the community that you serve.
Correct there.
And we have that.
We appreciate you coming in and hanging with us this morning.
Thank you.
Have you got a Bible verse for us there? We're going to... Got carried away there.
Let me get over here to it. Let's see.
He was dreaming of men in tights.
Bet that's on your mind. John 1, verse 5.
Wait a minute. Tell me this. Do you remember the Chevy Chase movie? And I don't know the name of it before. Be careful of this. Where he was driving behind the chemical truck and it spilled on him, and then he had all these magical powers. And his wife made him go to the ballet. And the guy was dancing across the stage, and he goes,
up in there. Yeah.
We better read that Bible verse.
You think about. We're going to go to the
men in tights.
Because it talks about male and female in the book.
Are you Blinky the Watchman?
Yeah.
The blind watchman. This guy ready to
polar
read.
bear fell on me.
That was good.
John 1, verse 5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. We've talked about that, and some of the things that we talked about today. There is good in this world. There is God in this world. But one thing God gave us was the ability to make our own decisions, because there is light and there is dark. You have to make a decision to come out of the evil. You have to make that conscious decision to follow our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's not going to do it for us. He gives us the opportunity. So wherever there's good, there's also evil. But if we show the good and show people what Jesus has done for us, hopefully we can lead those out of the darkness too.
Amen.
Man.
Hey, and talk about smart people. Look at this. They that modern. I didn't know the name of it and couldn't have told you. That was swift. But I remember seeing that one little.
That was funny. It's when he put that borax around the bed, we'll say.
That was a good show, and we've seen a lot of movies. And I can't think of. Dylan was talking about. I can't think of one movie that came out this year that I went, yeah, I got to see it.
Movies aren't as good as they used to be. I really like a lot of the movies that were made in the 90s.
Yeah, there were some good ones.
There were a
back
lot of
then.
good movies come out in the 90s.
So, well, there you go. We've had a wonderful time. We end 2025 on the morning show. We'll be back in 20. I think we're most likely going to take tomorrow morning off due to the fact there's going to be a lot of news to cover tonight, and I ain't as young as I used to be, and I don't know if I can.
You ain't gonna get an hour's sleep.
It would be zero sleep, and I don't know that I can hold my composure and put it together tomorrow morning. So
I think you should, Scotty Ray. Take a day off. You deserve it.
It won't be a day off. It just won't.
Well, you know what I
be
mean.
on that. Yeah. So that's what we're probably going to do, and we'll be back Friday morning. We'll have all the headlines as usual. Continuing there, Odie. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, we'll be there, and Mr. Tony just texted Mr. Chancellor. So good morning.
Do you
Mr.
have
Tony?
any advice we need to tell about his son?
No, not yet. Well, we didn't have.
Man, you
that
can't
much
tell.
room.
Did I tell you can't tell your daddy no?
No, you can't. You can't.
I tried the day I spoke at church. I said, "Man, I don't feel good." So
you did a really good job.
Man, that was tough. I'm telling you,
you did good.
They put me in a little quarantine corner. But the Cowboy Church. If y'all have never been, that was
it's been growing. It's growing.
It's an experience, and it's good people. It truly is. It's not your traditional, but it's still church with God.
It's come as you are, basically.
Yes.
It's come as you are. So
that's the way ours is.
If you ever get a chance, drop by and visit with them there.
However you want to go.
And I may be a little bit biased, but my dad is a good preacher.
Oh yeah,
my dad's a good man.
Yep.
If he shakes your hand, that's just the way it is, and I like that about him. He's always been straight up with me.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. Proud to be his son.
There you go. There you go.
Anybody else we need to upset before the year's out? One last person we need to make mad?
I said happy birthday from me, Shirley. So did we have Shirley on here?
Shirley should be
okay. Shirley, tell Robert. Robert, we had a Robert. Do we have a Robert? I didn't have a Robert.
Oh, that's a different Shirley.
This may go down as the longest show of 2025.
You know what? We probably beat it by about 5 minutes. So yeah,
seriously, it's
so.
8:42. We've been on the air since 7 o'clock this morning.
Wrong row. I'm sorry.
I guarantee you, I've got at least 4 messages on my desk right now. It's about time for me to head south.
Yeah,
go take care of my good people.
Some of us have to work, don't we?
We'll see.